I went first last time.
Well, we're live. Yay!
Oh, yeah. 4 seconds. Look at that.
Oh,
Bradley, intro.
No, it's your idea.
Okay.
Well, not an idea. We do this every year.
Yeah.
But
Well,
Mike said you were
I don't remember doing it last year.
welcome
We did
back
it last year.
to episode 2 of the weekly podcast. About 3 weeks after the first one, we found out how to make it better, and now we're here with you on camera, so you can see my beautiful face, and I can imagine whoever's watching your beautiful face. So joining me today is Bradley, Austin,
Yeah.
and David Wessel. He's got a cool hat on. David Wessel. Everybody's got cool hats except Bradley.
I don't feel like going to get mine.
Bradley's got like a subpar shirt on at this point.
Yeah, I don't like that
Yeah,
shirt.
you
Go Lakers.
know, two completely different sports, but it works.
Yeah, we're not subpar though. Weasel, what, you got a Hannaford shirt on?
a what?
Hannaford? Oh, you don't have those there? That's a supermarket around me.
Oh no, it's just like a plain red shirt.
That's the best shirt I've ever seen. Oh my god, dog!
Dogs.
Wow, that's awesome. We got 4 viewers already. I can see a few comments, so don't say anything too offensive about my face.
Oh, wrong button.
Bradley's having problems. All right.
I don't see the comment. I hit live comments. I don't see them.
I mean, there's nobody yet. I can see.
You just said you saw a few comments.
No, I can see the comments if they do it. I don't see any right
Oh.
now, but yeah. God, listening skills, folks.
Those are hard.
Nope.
I know they are. We
Very
have
hard.
a lot of problems with that. Should I put this on the camera? The big flag.
I mean, it's on the camera, so.
It is now. Yeah. Go
I got a
Gordon.
better Jeff Gordon object too, actually.
I have a tire, but not here.
You're sitting on a tire.
Yeah, I have a tire from when he ran at Bristol in
Yeah,
2004.
I got a tire.
I have a big cardboard cutout. Look at you, Weasel. Wow. Yeah, I have a.
Do you have a tire? Or do you just have
No.
bags?
My dad has a tire.
That doesn't count. That's not you.
I know. I'm just saying. I don't have one.
His name is also Bradley Domer, though, so it might count.
It is.
Oh, it's raining outside.
Is it raining outside?
Weasel's gonna peek out the window.
It's straight raining outside.
Side eye. Wow. All right, so should we get into our Final Four predictions?
Go for it.
So, we did this at the beginning of the year with a lot of technical difficulties, and I can say mine are considerably different than the beginning of the year. I don't know about anybody else. There's a couple. The lower series are a little bit different, and the Cup series is similar.
Oh, that dog.
So I'm going to start off my Truck Series predictions. So we have, we have Sal in the 99. We got Michael Fox in the 2. We got Ryan Harp in the 18, and Connor Lax in the 4 are my Final Four predictions for the Truck Series.
Okay, who's going next?
Next.
What?
Next.
Winning the championship. You didn't say your championship.
The 2, Michael Fox. Right now. It's close, though. I think everybody got
Tegan.
Shut up. Oh, my
Right
damn.
over there. My Final Four, I've got Jesus. Had to say something. My Final Four, I've got the 2 as well. Michael Fox, the 99, since Bradley can't do it. Salvador Zavala. 18, Ryan Harp, and the 13 of NASCAR Racer. I also have the 2 winning the championship.
All right.
I guess I'll go. I have the 2 of Michael Fox. I have the 18 of Ryan Hart. I have the 99 of Sal. And I have the 13 of NASCAR Racer. And I have, I guess, the 2 winning the championship.
I guess.
I get
Very confident.
It's a close between the 2 and 18.
So on my Final Four for the Truck Series, I've got the 2 of Michael Fox, the 13 of NASCAR Racer, the 18 of Ryan Harp, and I think I'm going to put in the 4 of Connor Lax going in.
Champion.
What about my boy Sal?
Champion. I'm going to have to say the 2 probably.
Disrespectful. I don't like Weasel's Final Four.
Yes.
All right, so now we're going to do the Bush National Final Four. I think mine has two of the same as it did at the beginning of the year. Yeah, two. So I got the 9 of Puberty Parsons. We got the 7 of QuickTime Cravens. We got the 2 of TT Thomas Murray, and the 86 of Ronnie.
Champion.
I keep forgetting that. Trainer.
Right now. Okay. Who's next, Bradley?
I guess I'll go next. I have the 2 of Thomas Murray. I have the 9 of Ryan Parsons, the 89 of Justin Rott, and then I have the 7 of Clayton Cravens. And my champion, I'm gonna go with the 2 car, Thomas Murray.
All right. I guess I'll go. My final 4, I also have Ryan, the 2 of Trainer, the 7 of Clayton Cravens, and I have the 11 making it, Mud Dude.
Ooh, the Mud Man.
I have Mud Dude.
Wow.
And then I'm going to go with Ryan on the champion.
Yeah. Okay, Ryan.
Doing
That's
some live stream stuff right now.
Oh,
what happened. Weasel's got problems.
Technical difficulties.
He went on mute and his camera went off. Now I just see a big white circle with his face on it. Is that his face? That's kind of what he looks like.
Oh, that's fucked up.
The guy in the middle. We have 4 viewers though, so thank you for watching. And he's back.
Oh.
fucking shit.
But so for the Xfinity Series, the National Series, I've got the 2 of Thomas Murray, Trainer T, the 9 of Ryan Parsons, the 7 of Clayton Cravens, and that 4th spot is going to be a tough one because I think there's going to be 3 really good drivers that are all battling for it. I think it'll be between the 89, the 18, and the newcomer in the 86.
What's his name?
What?
The 86.
That's Ronnie.
Ronnie. Yeah.
That's going to be a tough battle between those 3. I think I'm going to give it to the 89, but it's going to be a really good battle.
Okay. Well, who's your champion?
I think I'm going to say Clayton Cravens.
Ooh, so we got 3 different champions. Big Brattles and I agree. Texting with Ryan, and I'm going with the Sporticus man. Or you went with Sporticus. I went with.
He went with the 2.
Yeah, whatever. I didn't go Trainer. Yeah. Okay. Well, we have the Cup Series as well to talk about, and I'm not going first here, so somebody spice it up.
I'll go first.
Yeah.
My final 4, I've got Smoke making it in the 19, got Bradley in the 3 making it. I've got
That's a long shot.
in the 20, and then I've got 88 of Morris making it. And Morris my champion.
Who's your champion?
Morris, 88.
Okay, I guess I'll go. My final 4 for the Cup Series is Gavin Gomez, Brett Russell, Christopher Neff, and Cameron Morris. And my champion, I have it, Christopher Neff going to win a championship. He shocked me. Since the beginning of the year, he's been running well, and I believe he could pull off the championship.
All right. Well, mine is the same as Bradley's. We got the 14 of Brett Russell, the 19 of Gavin Gomez, the 88 Cameron Morris, the 31 of Chrissy Boy Neffifer. And my champion is Brett, not off team owner bias, but I think he's going to be hard to beat at Homestead.
So with the art of consistency here, I pretty much have the same final 4. The 19 of Gavin Gomez, Christopher Neff, and the 31. Brett is going to make it, and since we're going to be on NASCAR Heat 4, or not 4, we're going to be on 5 for the Homestead finale. The game's supposed to be mostly similar, and Brett was really good at Homestead in NASCAR Heat 4. I think I'm going to have him as the final 4, or as the champion. Also have Morris in my final 4. He's improved a lot over the last about 5 or 6 races, so he'll definitely get in there.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, that is our predictions, and we'd like to take a little bit of the time out of the stream and talk about real NASCAR. We're going to end around 7:30, so we have about 8 minutes left to just chat. So, what did you guys think of the Charlotte race? Did you like it? Because I didn't.
You didn't?
I thought it was boring.
You thought it was boring, or like is that like a bias based on?
No, I was mad at the ending, but I thought it was a pretty boring race compared to Darlington.
I mean, I thought it was pretty boring, I guess. I don't know. There was like points, like the first 10 to 15 laps after a restart were pretty good.
Yeah.
It just kind of.
But it's a 400-lap race, so that's like how many laps out of that race? Like 60 or 70 that are good?
20%.
Yeah. You know, the thing is, I really don't like the current package and stuff, and I know people don't like using the word package or whatever, but I think it's pretty bad with the clean air is so important, and I really don't think that has anything to do with driving. And I think they're starting to take the talent out of the cars more than they have before. So, yeah, that's my opinion.
I think another one of the main reasons that the race is a little bit different this year than the Coke 600 last year is I don't really think it's the package, because the Coke 600 was pretty good last year. But they did change the tire model a little bit for this race compared to last year. That could have been a factor into it. And I don't know. I think it was the left side tires. They changed something on. I don't remember. They did some kind of different compound. And then also the PJ1. I don't like the PJ1. I've never been a fan of the PJ1. I think they need to get rid of it. It's like a Band-Aid that they just stick over for like the bad, pretty much, car that they have.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is like, you know, NASCAR's at a bad point when they have to manufacture racing. Like, you know, the car is bad and you have to adjust the track to make it raceable and like be able to pass there, and have to do crazy things to the car. That's how messed up this package is, and I'm really excited to see what the Gen 7, can do to make a change and see if it's.
I think because in this package, the one they ran a couple All-Star races ago, and it was like packed the whole time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
adjusted.
I think that because I mean it's the same package, but we're just not getting it. I mean, I think at the end of the day, you have with the money that's involved, like obviously the Gibbs guys are going to be better than people aspire. So I mean, I think at the end of the day, you're eventually the package isn't going to be. It's not going to be the like the equalizer anymore. I mean, because when this package first started, it wasn't terrible. But over time, when these teams have more money, they're going to find ways to get better, and then that's whenever it gets spread out.
I just think they made a lot of bad changes with this package. Like in 2004, money plays a little bit of a factor. I do agree, in sponsorship and whatnot. But like the package was really, really good in 2014. About that time, 2014, 2015, there was some really, really good racing in those years, and like I enjoyed that. And I thought when they took downforce out of the cars and they started taking horsepower out of the cars, that really, really hurt it. And it's just not the same. And like, you need to bring mechanical grip back, because like the 2000s, it was more about the driver than the car at points. And, I feel like the car drives them sometimes. I'm not saying you don't have to be talented to do it, but if you get clean air in the race, it's hard to pass you. Like Joey Logano had 40-lap old tires and was able to pull away because he had clean air on the restart.
Right.
It doesn't make much sense to me.
I agree.
I'm not a fan of it, and I hope they can make Gen 7 a little bit better and put it more in the driver's hands.
Well, it's kind of like what Clint Boyer said here. I think it was a couple months ago when they first started the Pro Invitational Series. He said that they were trying to adjust to the new iRacing format and all that. And he said that even on iRacing, like the cars are harder to drive than they are in real life. He says they have a lot more downforce in real life, and he said they're like basically on rails just about.
Yeah. Like
that's how Will Byron learned to race on a computer. Come on.
Yeah, he knows how to spin out on a computer
They
too.
learned how to race on a computer.
Mike's a little upset.
Incog and I were in a party while the race was happening, and he was ahead of me because I stream it, and he was like, "I'm not going to spoil what happened, but you're not going to be happy." And then as I see that, Will Byron spins out, and I lost it. It was so bad because Chase has the block of anybody
on PRN while I was at work, because I obviously couldn't watch it, but I heard that he said somebody spun, and I was like, oh shit, it was Chase Elliott again.
He has the worst luck, I swear to God.
Oh, yeah, especially the last 2 weeks, it's been bad.
And like in 2017, when he was like having a really good playoffs, everything would happen to make sure he wouldn't win. And then in the playoffs the last couple of years, he would have mechanical failures when he was in like third. I think he would have made the Final Four last year if he didn't have so many mechanical problems. And this year he had a chance to win like 2 or 3 out of these races so far, and it's been out of his hands, things that have caused him not to win. And I kind of blame it on Gustafson because, clean air was so important in track position that I think he should have stayed out no matter what. But
is clean air more important than 4 tires that are?
yes. At Charlotte, yes. Right? This package.
But I mean, if you look how fast he passed all those people that he drove through the field and he didn't have clean air. I mean, he drove right up to the guys that had clean air.
No, I agree with that, but I'm just saying, like, once you're in a pack, like, the first place car has such an advantage. The second through whatever is crucial because they in dirty. It gets worse back, but he got up to second or third because there's a lot of problems that happened in the pack that led him to get there. So I personally thought, like, that he should have stayed out there, and I think clean air would have played a big factor in maybe him winning that race.
I don't think it was. I don't think there was a right call in that situation. It was a lose-lose. It's a lose-lose. Like, if he stays out, guaranteed Brad probably would have stayed out because in his post-race interview he said that he probably would have stayed out anyways. I bet Jimmy would have came in. I bet Bowman probably would have came in.
But everybody comes in.
Yeah, everybody behind him would have come in.
I bet some people would have taken a risk or something and tried, doing something different and staying out to get track position to see if they could get to Chase. But it was just a really bad situation.
But I think more people pit than take a risk, in my personal opinion.
I would have stayed out in that situation because you're the leader and track position is really, really key. I just wouldn't give that up, to be honest. But
yeah.
And we're at Charlotte again Wednesday, which will be hopefully better. I kind of like the midweek 300-mile races. I think they're a really cool little thing to do. I'm a big fan of that. I thought the Darlington midweek race was really, really good. A lot of action, and it was probably the best Darlington race I've seen in the last, 10 years maybe. Because Darlington's been pretty subpar in the 2010.
Definitely better than 2 years ago when Hamlin, lapped the whole field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's really nice to see Chevy back on top in NASCAR, after a few bad years. They're probably the best manufacturer right now. I'd say they will.
The Fords are still kind of up there. The Toyotas are definitely not having a year like they had last year, 100%. And I don't know what that is that has changed that, but other than which Denny Hamlin, he won the 500 and he won a race where pretty much he was probably the second best car.
Yeah.
But the Toyotas, they're just not what they were last year. Chevys have definitely improved a lot. I guess it's the new Camaro. It's probably helping them a lot.
For 2 different car changes in 2 years, so essentially.
Yeah, and I honestly think that, and I was wrong about Alex Bowman and what I thought about him, but I think he might be the champion. He's my championship favorite right now. I think he's been the strongest. Him and Elliott, Elliott doesn't show how, the stats don't show how strong Elliott's been, but I think he's probably been the first or the second best car throughout this season. I'd say Elliott and Bowman are the top 2. Harvick's up there. Blaney's been strong at points, so is Logano, but I say the Chevys are really, really good. And Jimmy hasn't had finishes to back it up, but he's also been pretty strong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he's had some finishes, but I think he just has a speed, and it's there. You can see it's there. He just has to win. I think he made his Chase a couple years ago. Once he wins, he'll be fine.
Yeah, he had second last night, but of course he got disqualified after post-race inspection. So Chase ended up second. And then Darlington, he was leading and pretty dominant, I'd say. Then he wrecked himself. So maybe he's in his own head right now.
Maybe. I think Hendrick's probably the strongest team right now. At this point,
I agree.
Right now, I think Hendrick's probably the best team there is right now.
Which is nice to say as a Hendrick fan.
Yeah.
Right. It's been a while since we've been able to.
Probably 2014, 13. Because 14, Gordon and Junior were pretty good, and so was Johnston and Kane. That's the last time all the Hendrick cars were pretty good. 2012 they were good too, and before that, 2007 they won half the races in that season. So kind of like Joe Gibbs then. Oh, Bradley's a mutie boy. Oh, somebody's in his room. Uh-oh.
Bradley's in trouble.
He is in trouble. He's getting yelled at. The pig pooped in the house.
The dog you're wrestling. The dog.
No, it's my nephew.
Well, that's what he say.
I ask him 20 million questions.
Well, we're about at the 20-minute mark, and we're past the time that we said we were going to stop at. So, do we have any last words before we hop off for today?
I do. I'm super. I mean, back to league racing. We got off to a super rocky start, but Charlotte was fun. I mean, we raced 300 miles yesterday and only had one caution, which is pretty impressive. So, I mean, definitely picked up from the All-Star race and took off. So, I mean, I think the racing's pretty good right now, league-wise.
Yeah, I agree. We're making big gains. I feel like the beginning of the season is always a little bit rough because we have a lot of turnover every season and a lot of changes in driver personnel and whatnot. So once we get chemistry to race around each other, they really start to perform well. And I think that's been showing. I've commentated a few races and I've been race controlling a lot of them, and there really have not been that many problems. And I've been in most of the Cup races, at least for the first 50 laps. Yeah, until I like it. But yeah, it's been fun, and I think the racing has been really, really good. And I'm proud of the league. So
it's not only in the Cup Series too. The Truck and the Xfinity Series, I've been hosting some races down there, and they've been really clean races too. I think the truck race this weekend had maybe one caution, or did it go caution free? I think it might have been caution free. I can't remember.
All the races this week are pretty caution free. I mean, the last couple of weeks have been pretty sparse with cautions.
Not many cautions at all. Yeah, a lot of good driving. So well, I think that's about it. 22 minutes is about a decent amount of time. So please give us feedback on if this setup works or not. I think it's pretty good. Oh, that's a lot of. Bradley just texted me and it made a big noise. His dog's going crazy at the moment, so that's why he's on mute. Those wacky dogs, you Bradley boy.
These damn pigs.
Yeah, those pigs are going crazy. The dogs want bacon. But yeah, I think that this went really well. It's a good feature. We'll be back using StreamYard tomorrow, trying the episode 1 of the Quiz Tona 500. So I hope everybody comes out and enjoys that. We got Weasel, Incog, Sal, and KD on the first episode of that. And whoever wins goes back next week to defend their title, and there will be 3 new competitors after that. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you for tuning in for the weekly podcast, and I'm Mike, and have a good day.
See ya.